Did you know that 400,000 people die from homicide each year? This was found in a study in 2019. Even though this case went cold, one of the most notorious serial killers in Northern America is the Zodiac Killer. Northern California is where some of you may have visited or at least lived in. With all the sites around California, it's hard to forget. Learning the history of these killings in our home state may keep you safe and safe from harm. There are many things interesting about the Zodiac Killer, from the amount of people he has killed, his time frame, and how this case went cold. First, let's take a look at the amount of people that have died because of this killer. There's a large amount of people who have died because of the Zodiac Killer. Detectives, investigators, police have all been able to see around a number, like who has been killed. The Zodiac Killer confirmed 5 killings in his first year, but many cases have also been linked to him. And this is from an article that was written by Phineas in 2021. The Zodiac Killer once admitted to killing 37 people, but detectives thinks it could be a higher number. This is also from the same article. We know that not many people know about how this happened. Most of the killings that took place were in San Francisco. This was from an article from Sumland 2021. That was when it was published. But there are many victims of the Zodiac Killer that were killed in Vallejo, Oakland, and Napa, California, which is from the same article. Now we know that killings and how and where they were. Now let's look at the time frame of his killings. The time frame of the Zodiac Killer is very spread out compared to other killers. Based on the ciphers that were sent from him, we know that the detectives have been able to put a time frame within his killings. Between July 31st, 1969, the Zodiac Killer sent 4 letters, and August 4th, 1969, the Zodiac sent 4 letters to different newspapers. These letters contained different ciphers within them. These letters continued with each killing and would eventually only send them out to the San Francisco Chronicle. The Zodiac Killer was most active within his ciphers, other than his letters and killings between 1963 and 1972. And all this information is from Jenkins 2020. The letter and ciphers from the Zodiac Killer completely stopped. In 1974, the letters stopped completely, and at this time, the case still continued. This is in the biography, The Zodiac Killer, and it was published in 2021. The Zodiac Killer had a total of 4 ciphers in the end that did not became unsolved. While most of these ciphers, most of these ciphers continue to be uncoded. The final 2 have been uncoded in the summer of 2021. Now that we have covered the killings, the time frame, now let's just look at the case and how it went cold, and how it's being reopened once more. The Zodiac Killer case went cold a few years after 1974 because of his inactivity. I know this because of an article, and the writer is Herring, and it was published in 2021. A group of case breakers and one who responded to the a group of case breakers are the ones who responded to the case in 2020. But the FBI is yet to look at how and commenting about the reopening of the case, and this is from the same article. Now that we have seen how the case went cold, it mainly was because of his inactivity. Now let's take a look at how it reopened and if he ever was found. Even though this case started over 5 decades ago, the Zodiac Killer has yet to be identified, but a group of investigators think that they have identified the Zodiac Killer. This is from a previous citation from the Bibliograph 2021 publication that I had referenced earlier. The case reopened in 2020 after 50 years when the last ciphers were decoded. Those are just... These are main facts about the Zodiac Killer. And in conclusion, we went over the case of how the Zodiac Killer and how he was mainly killed in Northern California and how over 50 years his case is still going. After learning about the Zodiac Killer, what are your thoughts on the case reopening? Do you think that this was necessary or not? Thank you for listening, and I hope you have an amazing day.